Hey, everybody, real fast. So this is going to be two parts. Why am I doing this like zoom in effect with? There's gonna be two parts to this video. There is the unboxing, which is the primary one that will be coming first. So if you guys just care about that, just watch that. I appreciate that. Then in its own right. I don't know why I said that twice. Whatever. It's late, by the way, so I apologize. The second part is going to be an update video that will be me talking to you guys. There is some very important information in there. If you guys want to see that, I would appreciate you guys checking that out. Anyways, let me start the video because this video is going to be super long, and not by choice, but because of how it is. Hey everybody, Aaron here. So we have right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, a mystery box unboxing. Well, yeah, it's mystery box. Okay, I know it doesn't look like it's mystery box is open. I opened it before. I don't know what's inside of it. I promise you that. I promise you I don't know what's inside of it. I had to open it just because I had to get rid of my stupid, my information just in case. This is from Secret Castle Toys and Games. It was a two-parter. It is $100 random item like toys type thing, and then I want to say $300 old school game mystery thing bundle. I asked for PS1 games and I think PS Vita games, if I'm not mistaken. But the same token, I'm not sure if I told them that at the end of that, when I was supposed to tell them that I wanted specifically those genres. So I might get a bunch of stuff that I've never even heard of. Who knows? We're gonna unbox this together. This is the best way I was able to figure out how to do this, because honestly, I've been trying to figure out how to do this for a while. I was trying to do stuff with my camera. It's not working. Anyways, so, garbage. All right. So first off, I see Blu-rays here, which is very strange to me. Whatever. We have Fate. Okay. We have Fate Collider Liner. I know this series. I have never watched any of these. I don't even know what part. Is this the first part? The first season? No. Wait. This might be. Oh, this is season 2. Okay, so this is season 2. I know about this series. I've never watched the whole thing from it. It's interesting they gave me a Blu-ray for this. That's okay. Listen, I never complain. I love collecting anime, so cool. There we go. All right. And by the way, I'm throwing them aside. Not to be rude, I'm just throwing them aside because it's easier to do because I have this box. I see one thing already in here I'm very curious about. So we have Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. Is this the complete series? Oh, this is second. This is the complete second gig. This is the second season. That is cool. Why is this only $50 over there? That's freaking cool. Like this is great. Wow. I had the first part. I never got the second one because I could never find the second one. I am very happy with this. This is so cool. By the way, I'm gonna leave a link to the website in the description box below. Definitely check them out. They're freaking awesome. They have a YouTube channel. They have TikTok channel. Their TikTok channel I think is hilarious. It's great. All right, put that aside. Now, I see a bunch of toys, and I'm okay with that because I love Ninja toys. I have not. By the way, that was my box. So don't think it was this. Oh, it's the girl from was it Kill la Kill? Right, Kill la Kill. I forgot her name. I know people just hit me for not remembering her name. I remember her though. I know who she is. So that's really cool. It comes all little pieces. It's inside a plastic baggie, but that's cool. I'm okay with that. All right, this is a receipt, which we're gonna get rid of that, so this way no one sees that. Okay, cool. All right, I see a book in here, and I'm okay with the book. Oh, it's the complete Tomoe. I don't have this. I've read Tomoe. I've never gotten. Oh my god, Junji Ito. This is. I love this. This is so cool. And I see this. Secret Castle Toys and Games, I actually talked to some of the guys and girls over there, well, the one girl over there. I talked to them a lot. They know me pretty well, so they know I'm into anime. They know I'm into like all the nerdy stuff. This is so freaking cool. I kid you not. I am happy because I have Uzumaki. I do not have Tomoe. I've read Tomoe before outside of this is so cool. This is probably worth this whole box for me. Thank you guys. I love you guys for this. This is so cool. If you never read Junji Ito and you want to start somewhere with Junji Ito, because Junji Ito is a very strange mangaka, I think in general, I would always suggest starting with Tomoe more than Uzumaki, because Uzumaki is weird. Like Uzumaki is great, don't get me wrong. I love Uzumaki. It's such a strange story. The whole spiral thing is different. Do not watch the anime. There's only like the kind of spin-off series that was okay. One of them. The most of them suck. Don't watch the anime for Uzumaki. It's terrible. But if you have to read a manga and you want to start off somewhere, read Uzumaki. All right, what else we got? I see it. Is that a Gundam in here? No, that's a... These guys are gonna make me cry. I'm not gonna. Okay, let's talk about the games I got here first before I talk about the box thing I got here because I want to see it. So we got Final Doom for PS1. I've always heard that Doom was a very like strange game for the PS1 because I know the original. Don't get me wrong, I played all the Dooms. I played them all and I beat most of them except for the newer stuff. Like I played the old school Dooms. Doom 3 is still my favorite, and I will always die on that. Doom 3 was incredible. But the original Doom is always fantastic. I do not know what Final Doom is. I'm going to presume it's probably like a last version of the original one remade. Because there's a lot. If you guys don't know, there's a lot of versions of Doom. I'm saying that right now. Alright, and then we got Raystrom by Working Designs. Oh, I love you guys. I love Working Design. Let me tell you something, collectors. I know everyone talks about all of these, like Atlas being one of the biggest names in terms of collecting a lot of stuff like that. Yes, Atlas is big. Working Design, though. You see that little sticker right there at the bottom? I don't know if I'm showing that right there. You see that? That's heat. Raystorm is cool. I don't know if I can still win $10,000 inside. I'm not worried about that. But this is so freaking fantastic. It comes with the manual of the game. Oh, dude. And I never had Raystorm. I played Raystorm when I was a kid. I remember one of my friends had Raystorm, and I was like, oh, I used to love it because I love shumps, like old school bullet hells and shoot 'em ups. This is fire too. Yo, you guys got me some freaking cool stuff. Okay, more stuff there. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay. All right. All right, what is this? This is something that I should know. This is Death Tales. I've never heard of this for PS Vita. It's from East Asia Soft. East Asia Soft has a bunch of collector's editions. I actually own a few of them. They have one recently. Usually most of them are visual novels. I do not know what this is. This is actually apparently an adventure game. I've never heard of this before. I'm gonna do some research on it because it's kind of cool. But yeah, they usually are on Play Asia. You can find them a lot of times. They typically can go for quite a bit. Some of them are worth like $100. Some of them worth even more than that. So this might be worth some fire. I see one thing that I do have already. I think I actually sold them this a long time ago. I did sell them this a long time ago. I'll forgive you guys because I'm gonna say this right now. I sold them this. I know I sold them this because this is the same one because the thing didn't close. And it's my copy. But I had such buyer's remorse from selling this. I swear to you. I swear to you guys, I had such buyer's remorse from selling it because it's Corpse Party. It's Sachiko's birthday. Now, Sachiko's birthday, I actually have the English version. This is the Japanese version, so this does not have English subtitles. There is one that came out that has, you can buy it on Steam too, but you can also buy it on, I think, the Switch. And it has English subtitles, which I do recommend playing that because obviously it's a little harder to enjoy when it's all Japanese. But Sachiko's birthday is like a kind of comedy verse and dark comedy story of Corpse Party. I'm kind of happy to have this back. I missed you. I really did. I missed this. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to forgive you guys for that because you guys gave me some heat this time. So we have Collar X Malice. Collar X Malice is a very good Otome. If you have to get into Otome stuff, it's good. I played Collar X Malice. I never finished it. And only because I think I did one round. I want to say I did one of these characters. Who did I did? It was the main dude. I did his round. I forgot how it went a long time ago. And we have Clock Zero. Also a game that I know I gave you guys. Because I sold this to you guys way back. This was a long time ago. This I have less remorse for because I have like 2 copies of this. But it's okay. Because I still always love having multiple copies of stuff. You don't understand. As a collector, I like having multiple copies of games. It's okay. It does not bother me. Because guess what? If one of them gets old, it's okay. This right here, though. This right here. It says, oh my god. I've... Alright, I'm going to show you guys what this is. Let me get this box out of the way. This is a model kit. And it's one I've always wanted to get. But I've always put off because I'm not a big builder of model kits, but I've always wanted to get this one specifically. It is Evangelion. It is Unit 1. Eva Unit 1. Listen, if you guys don't understand how big of a fan I am of Evangelion, okay? I have, let me see if I can put it up over here. I have Evangelion earbuds. I have, right here, obviously. I have Rei. Not Rei, excuse me, Asuka. I said Rei. I'm so sorry. It's Asuka. I don't know why I said Rei. That's terrible. Now I feel like I'm less fan. I'm a fake fan. Doesn't matter. I have Asuka, who's my favorite waifu. I'm sorry, I called you Rei. I apologize. And then I have like a bunch of other stuff otherwise. I'm not going to tear my apart and make room for it. Now, I don't know if you guys did this on purpose. It says happy birthday. I don't know if it's the camera's capturing that. It says happy birthday. It was my birthday a few weeks ago. June 3rd was my birthday. So I don't know if you guys did this intentionally because of that. If you did it, that's cool. If you did it, like that's just funny timing. I am so happy. I actually want to build this. This might be my first model kit that I've built in like I don't even know how long. I really love this. This is I got some fire for you guys. Like you guys don't understand. They gave me some cool stuff. Alright, I'm gonna put that right there. Actually, I'm gonna put this on the side. So, I mean, I guess I could run through what I got again, but that's gonna be. Oh, I could do it. Let me just go off the camera for 1 second. I apologize. All right, let's put everything up here. I'm gonna run through one more time what I got in case someone missed it or wants to see it again. I apologize, my audio is all jacked up, but it is what it is. Anyways, so let's run through what I got again, and I guarantee this is way more than what I spent on it. So we got Ghost of the Shell, second gig on Blu-ray, which is awesome because I do have the first season and now I have the second one, which is great. Tomoe. Again, read this. If you're a manga fan who likes horror manga and you want Junji Ito, a good Junji Ito story to start off set, or just want a good Junji Ito story in general, Tomoe is his best one. I guarantee you that. I feel like that. I don't care if anyone says otherwise. It's Tomoe. The Nendroid from Chilico. Yeah, it's Chilico. Her name, which I forgot her name. She keeps moving for the bag, by the way. I know you guys know who she is. Someone in the comments let me know. Fate Kaleida, which, again, then this was okay. That's okay. I still want to give it a shot. I'm going to watch the first season now to watch the second one. I've heard mixed things about it. I'll watch it anyways. Collar X Malice. Good Otome game. If you like Otome, if you don't like Otome, this is a good place to start because it's actually decent. Now, it's funny. I didn't even open to see. Okay, so it doesn't have the manual, but that's okay. It's got the game, which is fine. Clock Zero, which I had before. Good, kind of visual novel type thing. If you've never played it. Final Doom, which is awesome. To me, probably, because I love Doom 1. I've never heard of Final Doom. Well, maybe I have. I just don't remember off the top of my head. I want to see what this is about because I love Doom. Especially the first Doom. The first Doom was great. Doom 3 is still my favorite, but the first Doom is good. Raystorm. Raystorm is phenomenal. This game is worth this whole thing, too, in its own right. Now, Death Tales, which, again, probably a adventure game because it sounds like it says adventure game. I think usually, like I said, this company makes a lot of visual novels, but this looks like a visual game. And it's a collector's item, so I'm worth it. I'm happy about that. And then we got a game that I owned before, but it's okay. And I sold on this. It's okay, though, because I was, again, buyer's remorse. Sachiko's Birthday, which, Japanese version, but it's okay because it comes with a ton of extra cool stuff. It comes with a little manual. Or actually, it comes with a Blu-ray. It comes with a game. It comes with, I think, some music on it somewhere, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm okay having this back. Welcome back to my collection. I will put you back, I promise. And then this, which is just by itself, Ava Unit 1. I'm gonna rub my face on it. I don't care. It's mine. I will try to build this eventually. I promise you. I'm not gonna build it probably here because, I'll probably destroy it in my apartment. But I really do want to build this because I'm so happy to have one. I've actually always wanted to get a Ava unit. And as big as a fan as I am, I haven't get whatever. I am stupid. I'm sometimes a really bad fan of things, even though I'm a fan. Anyways, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. Like I said before, please give them some love. Secret Crafts Toys and Games, they make some cool stuff. I'm not going to make it, but they sell some cool stuff. I don't know why I said made. Again, it's like 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm tired. They sell some cool stuff. Those people are amazing people. They have Jason, Amanda. A bunch of other people that have joined recently. They're all funny. They're all cool. And they're all really cool in their own rights. I've talked to a few of them before. All them pieces, I think they're awesome. I hope their business always does really well. Like they have like I said, YouTube. They have a TikTok. I am not going to link all their channels. I'll link their YouTube in the comments below. Actually, the description box below. And I will leave also their website because their website has all the games. They sell Pokemon cards too. If you guys like Pokemon cards, they sell them on there too. Anyways, guys and girls, I will talk to you later. Have a great night. God bless you all. See you in the next video. Whenever. Hey everybody, Aaron here. And this is another update video. Actually, I used to make fun of Memory MK all the time for doing update videos, but I feel like I have given you guys so many update videos in the last year. It's not even funny. Sorry, my hair's a mess. I just took a shower 15 minutes ago. Anyways, and I also still am recovering from cold, so I apologize for that too. So, you probably watched this update video after watching my unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a pain in the ass to record because I wanted to try something different with it, see if that would work better than what I currently have set up for my unboxing videos. They did it. It probably looks good. I'm gonna presume future me made it look good. Good job, future you. Anyways, so let's talk about the elephant in the room, and let's talk about my YouTube career because it is obviously, what it is. Um, you know, I started YouTube I think almost a decade ago, maybe possibly more because technically I was actually my senior year of high school when I did my first YouTube video, which was Castlevania on PS3, and I tried to play through it and did terrible. I couldn't because back then I had no recording equipment, and I tried to capture the TV as best I could via a nice webcam I had. Did not work. I've always been a tech illiterate when it comes to a lot of stuff, so I never had like Elgatos or stuff like that recording equipment. But what sucked was that I wanted to, be a YouTuber not because per se it was people were making a lot of money, because I kind of enjoyed doing videos. I think that was kind of a cool idea, And then when I realized that, maybe I did have a niche that wasn't super popular yet, it was anime reviews. Don't get me wrong, anime reviews were happening on YouTube, but when I got into it, it was only like 2 or 3 YouTubers that were, I think, really popular with it. I mean, the Anime Man was doing it. Glass Reflection, which you guys know how my thoughts with that would be. Giga and a few other people were doing YouTube like anime reviews, but they weren't doing it like I want to say the way I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it a different way. I wanted to be less professional and more like, hey, it was a friend talking to you about a show that just came on. Here's my thoughts about it. Here's what I liked about it. Here's what I didn't like about it. My final score of it, and just put it out there. Again, no editing. There are very little editing at first, some editing later on because obviously these videos got a little bit better, thank God. But it was never a masterclass of making videos. Like I never wanted to make a YouTube career where I made tons of high-end videos, and I wasn't trying to do that. What I was trying to do was make anime reviews that people could watch, that anyone could watch them. You didn't need to feel like, oh, I needed to be a certain caliber of thought process to watch them. I didn't need to know all the trends of everything. I didn't need to know a big YouTuber is making it or something. I wanted it to be really calm and collected and fun. And I think, honestly, for the years I was doing anime reviews, I think I succeeded with that. I made, I want to say over 500 or something, 600 videos that, and some of them might be on YouTube, some of them have been deleted because I did delete some of my old videos. But for the most part, a lot of my reviews have been kept on YouTube. I did a lot. I was doing for 2 years straight, mind you, kid you not, I did a review a day. And people asked, how'd you do that? I was doing like 3 or 4 reviews per day and then would upload those over the course of days. And then, this way, even if I got sick or if I got busy with college, because obviously I was in college at the time, I could still boost videos. I could still pump them out. And they were videos I was still proud of. Don't get me wrong. Like I say I did a lot of videos. I say I was pumping them out. But I enjoyed them. I go back to some of my older views, and yeah, I cringe in my own voice because it's just cringy. Like I hate hearing myself talk. I know some people love my voice, some people hate it, whatever. The point was I can't watch them for that reason. But I had fun doing them. I had a lot of fun making anime reviews, not for the views. I know a lot. Okay, here's the reality of a lot of content creators on YouTube, and I don't know if people realize this. A lot of content creators will lie to your face and tell you, oh, I don't do videos for views. I do videos because I enjoy them. Out of every 10 people that say that on YouTube, maybe 1 is being accurate, maybe 1's being truthful about it. Most do it because they want the views. And don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid enough to not realize, hey, some people need to do that because they want to get those views. They want to be famous. They want to make money off YouTube. They want the notoriety that comes with that. And they also want to waste their time because, I mean, obviously, if you're making, occasional videos here or there and spending hours upon hours editing them, you want more than 2 people watching it, You want at least like a couple dozen or a couple thousand in the first like 2 minutes and stuff like that. That's what you want. But I honestly never cared about that. I swear to you, I never gave a crap about that. There were the best way I could put that is if I relied on that, if I really was making that my primary goal for making YouTube, I would have quit probably the first like month of doing YouTube because a lot of my older videos barely got more than 100 views. When they first came out, some of them were barely getting 2 to 3 views per like a whole day. And like a week would go by and I would have maybe like a dozen views on something. you know, I changed up my style. I did some things differently. I started reviewing stuff that I think was more a little bit more popular in terms of the older stuff. But I didn't want to just review newer anime. I wanted to review stuff that no one talked about because I've watched anime, and I think many of you guys will know this if you know my channel, if you know me. I've been watching anime since I was a kid. You know, I'm 36 years old now. I've been watching anime since I was like 5 years old, maybe 4 years old. I know like my retention of memory is that I was five. I was watching anime. I was watching stuff like, you know, and I wasn't just watching Pokemon. I was watching, you know, not just, you know, stuff like that. I was watching Guyver. I watched Berserk when I was younger, which is probably not the best idea for a kid. Um, I watched a lot of the older classics. I watched Fist of the North Star. I watched Speed Racer. I watched Voltron. You know, I watched Gigantor. You know, I watched all these older shows, and I thank my parents for that. You know, my dad was got me into anime really early on. My mom got me into some anime too herself for a little while. You know, I loved anime. I was a kid. I loved it, and I still to this day I've never felt things that I think a lot of viewers watch where they go, oh, I feel anime burnout. I've never felt anime burnout. I had slowed down on how much anime I consumed because not per se I was burning out, more so because life is tiring to watch 30 different shows at one time per season. And I felt like that was also kind of ruining my enjoyment for a lot of shows because, you know, I know a lot of big YouTubers and podcasters and stuff like that. I give them credit. You know, it is a job in itself to watch 50 different concurrent shows every season and to watch them every week or even try to do catch up. Like, my hat's off to you. You know, the anime studio that I do some podcasts with them. I think they're awesome people. They can find the time to watch stuff. You know, they find time to binge stuff. That is amazing, and it's something that I respect them for being able to do because, you know, they have lives too. They work. They have, you know, they have their careers. They have their jobs. They have their families. You know, I'm not saying they have no life. They have lives, and they're making it work. You know, and then I see other YouTubers that, you know, just make anime their only thing, and I mean that's, hey, listen, it's your life. You can do whatever you want. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm sorry. I'm still going over cold. My biggest thing was that, you know, it wasn't burning me out. It was just it's tiring to watch 30 shows, and I feel like they start melding together. Like every season, if you guys have noticed the last decade, every season has been isekai anime, isekai anime, isekai anime, isekai anime. Like 30 isekai anime, 30 fantasy shows, 30 long titled shows that are just goofy like renditions of something that came out 2 seasons ago. It started getting to the point that I'm noticing that more and more often. And I'm not saying that the anime industry is struggling to make new content. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that I've noticed a trend where they know their target audience at this point. They know who they're trying to get to do these videos and or to do these shows for, and they're sticking to that. And it's a double-edged sword because on one hand, yes, anime is getting more popular than ever, especially the West. Anime has become a big thing now where it wasn't like my time period where people used to make fun of me for watching anime. Now, you talk to high schoolers, if you talk to a high schooler or if you talk to a college student, if you talk to a family man, they will tell you anime they've seen. I think that's freaking cool because I feel like it lets every generation have a means of talking about something that back in my day, when I was in high school or even middle school, if I talked to anyone talked to them about anime, they would look at me funny like, oh, that's that Japanese porn stuff. Nowadays they're like, oh yeah, I seen this show. And regardless of the mainstream stuff, regardless of people going, oh, it's Attack on Titan's mainstream or Sword Art Online's mainstream. Yeah, I mean it's mainstream, sure, because I mean obviously it's easy to watch. It's on Netflix and stuff like that. But now you're starting to hear stuff like people watching Kill Blue, which is a recent show that came on Netflix. And you know, it's these Gacha Kuta, all these shows that are, I want to say, getting notoriety now, and it's not just stuff that's on solely on Netflix. Now it's on Amazon. Now it's on Crunchyroll, which Crunchyroll starting to get bigger. There are a lot more outlets that are showing anime, and they're getting bigger, so more people are watching anime. And I love that. I think that's so cool. But like I said, it goes back to, you know, kind of to digress a little bit. It goes back to me going, well, yeah, anime is getting bigger and cooler, but the token is that they're making so many of the same type of shows that I feel like every season you can find a dozen isekai, a dozen fantasy, a dozen, you know, rom-coms, and they have lost the I think the same feeling that they had back in the 2000s or even before that. Personally, you know, if you guys want me to talk more about that in the video, I will 100% do that. You let me know in the comments below because I would love to spend like a good 30 minutes talking about my feelings of how anime has been changing, both good and bad. But let me know in the comments. But the thing is, and I really don't want this video to be super long because it's really an update, but It's also more of, I think, a thing that where I need to share with you guys, you know, the reasons why my YouTube career in many ways is what it is. I'm not saying it's over. I don't want people to go, oh, he's not doing any more YouTube. I will always try to do videos on YouTube. It is fun to me. It is a good release of many things. I enjoy making videos even if they don't get a lot of views. Like, I mean, I think the last like 8 or 9 views videos I've done on YouTube over the course of like 2 years, they've only maybe got like, I think at most 150 views, maybe. I don't care. You know, I hit that YouTube stride. I had the time where I got over 1,000 subscribers. I was so happy about that. I have videos that are over 250,000 to almost 500,000 that I've had. You know, some of them been deleted unfortunately because of copyright strikes. I had one that was almost at 1,000,000. Had to delete it because of copyright strikes. Perfectly fine. I don't care. But it's so cool because I got to say that I hit the pinnacles I wanted to on the YouTube thing. I got the viral videos. I've had videos that have done well. I have done what I've per se not cared about doing, but I've always kind of set as a stretch goal in my mind, going, okay, if I do care about views, if I do care about subscriber counts, if I care about stuff, let me just hit these notes, you know. And if I did hit those, I'd be happy. If I didn't, it's okay because I still, again, am doing this because I enjoy doing videos. I do enjoy talking with you guys. I still get comments on some of my older reviews. I got a comment on my Dias RA video not that long ago, and that I think I did like years ago. And that, you know, someone commented, they go, "Oh, you're still responding? Wow, it's so awesome." Yeah, I'm still responding because I get notifications when I do get notifications. Sometimes, I'll be honest with you, YouTube is stupid. Sometimes it won't give me a notification for older videos, and it just won't tell me that someone commented. And I find out months later, oh shit, someone did comment on one of my old videos. But when I see a comment, I'm like, hey, let me go comment back. It takes me all 10 seconds to comment back and be like, oh yeah, let's interact a little bit, and then have some dialogue about that. You know, I've gotten recommendations to watch other stuff. I've gotten asked to review some other stuff, and you know, here's the thing. This is kind of what the whole update video is. The whole point of it is, as much as I love doing YouTube, I have too much of my life to do YouTube, if that makes sense. I have a full-time job there where, if you guys don't know, I work from 3 o'clock in the morning to 11:30. I wake up at like 1 something every morning and then go to work. Yeah, it's you know, it's got its own tiring things to do, but you know what? It's a job that I don't per se hate, and at the same token, it's my primary career. It's my focus. My second job is I'm a writer journalist still for Honey's Anime, which, you know, they don't ask me to do a lot of content anymore because they don't really do. They're focused on other things now, but I still occasionally have to go to events. I still occasionally do interview stuff. I still do articles once a blue moon for the website. So that is still a job I have to focus on when I do that. And then, if you guys know, and I really hope you do know, I am a freelance writer for Sunset Nerdverse, which I love. I'm hoping we get that off the ground because it is doing very well as of late. We're getting some traffic finally. That's, you know, beyond a couple hundreds now. We're starting to enter thousands of people on the articles and stuff like that, looking at them, reading them, and commenting. Some people are commenting on them, which is really cool. You know, and there's so much good content on. Like, besides my articles that I do a lot of reviews on there, and I do a lot of stuff. Like, I do anime reviews occasionally. I do TV reviews. I do movie reviews, both foreign and regular. I do video game reviews, both indie and AAA. You know, besides those, we also have my editor over there, my head editor. He does a podcast with his wife where they do older movies, and they do some cool stuff. I mean, I love some of their older stuff. And then we have a new writer that's just joined recently that's doing manga review, and he's doing a great job. So, you know, it's going to show that our website's picking up, and I really hope that website's is going to do well. So I will let you guys know in the comments below, or if not comments, the description box below. This goes to show how long I haven't done YouTube. The description box below, I will have a link again to Subset Nerdverse, now permanently pinned on there. If I can do that, I'm going to put that on there because I really want you guys to go check that out. That is where, if you want to see my content, if you want to see my anime reviews occasionally of some of the big stuff, or if you want requests for certain things, please let me know. You know, you can always comment on one of my articles. It doesn't have to be about the article. You can say, hey, listen, Aaron, I would like you to do a review if you can for this anime or maybe this series, and I will try my best to do it. I do first impressions. I do a lot of stuff, but, you know, it's work. But ultimately what that gets at is that I have 3 things to focus on, and that's just in terms of work. And then, you know, my family, obviously, I care about, and that will always be my primary focus, besides even work, besides even writing. That's my focus, you know, my family. And then, you know, the life in general, you know, like I still do stuff occasionally. I'm not always a neat and being in the house all day. Like I go out occasionally, I promise. You know, I have a life. And so I am very busy, unfortunately. It's not, I won't say unfortunately, I'm very busy in terms of like, I can't spend time doing YouTube. As much as I would love to sit here for 10 to 15 minutes and just do one video, or even sometimes an hour if I'm really struggling to do a video. You know, I would love to do that, but I can't. It's the sad reality. It happens to a lot of YouTubers, but you know, life happens. Anyways, let me wrap this up and tell you guys that, listen, I don't want to say I'm going to make any more videos this month. I don't want to say I'm going to do any more reviews this month. I feel like I keep telling you guys that I'm going to do like 1 or 2 reviews for something, and then I just completely either forget about it or I just find no time to do it. And I feel like I am attacking your guys' intelligence by doing that. So I apologize, you know, if any of you guys and girls feel disappointed by me not doing a review that I said I would do, or, you know, a video I said I would do. I apologize 100% from the bottom of my heart. I really do. For those who are still joining my channel and subscribing to my channel, God bless you guys. I love you guys. I will keep occasionally doing video reviews. I will keep doing content like this. Not update. I'm talking about the review thing, the unboxing thing. Which, again, gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. So this video might be long, by the way, but we'll see what happens. But I will still try to do content like that because I know people still like it. You know, as long as I have even a two views on a video, I will always do a video if I can. You know, later in life, maybe YouTube will be gone, or maybe there'll be, you know, other focuses on things. Maybe I'll do shorts. You know, we'll see what happens. But as of right now, this is what I'm doing, and I really, from the bottom of my heart, it means the world to me that you guys and girls have stayed with me, subscribed to me. I have gained subscribers. I've gained actually 100, I think, in the last year. So I'm still gaining subscribers, which mystifies me because my channel's kind of dead, unfortunately. But, you know, for those who are sticking around, I love you. God bless you all, as I always say. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment if you guys want more videos like this. I can't do them all the time because obviously this costs money, and I don't get paid to do that. You know, I have other payments I have to focus on in life. You know, can't always do a huge unboxing video like this. You know, this was on a payment plan thing, so I mean, like, so it's not that bad, but it's not that easy to do regardless. Anyways, I love you all. God bless you all. Have a great night or day. I don't know when I'm going to upload this video. Bye-bye, everyone.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb.